and welcome to my latest weekly newsletter here at a very snowy Gorleston Golf Club. Yes, it's Wednesday afternoon and we had a sprinkling of snow last night, so we're under cover of about half an inch of snow, I suppose, so I'm not sure if you're going to be able to play in the midweek statement for tomorrow, but give us a call in the morning to find out, or look on the website and that'll tell you whether the course is open or closed. But yes, if the course is closed, then feel free to come in and play on the simulator, or either having a practice session on the virtual reality driving range, or go and have a go on the Belfry and see what you can score around the Brabazon course, but perhaps take on shots like the 10th at the Belfry on the Brabazon course where Seve famously drove the green at the time. But yeah, so if you fancy, if you're desperate for some golf and you can't get out on the golf course, just give me a call and I'll let you know whether the simulator is free to use or not. But a great way to practice. Okay, so we'll move on now into tour news. We'll go on the main tours. On the PGA Tour, Justin Rose won. He won by a good 4 shots, proving that the world number one, despite his equipment change, is still as brilliant as ever. In fact, the new equipment, actually, I think he was hitting his new driver further than he was hitting his old driver, which is very impressive stuff. He was certainly out driving Jon Rahm by a few yards, and Jon Rahm is not short, but it just goes to show how when the best pros change equipment, it doesn't affect their game that much. Generally, if they have struggled in the past, we know Rory McIlroy struggled when he changed from Titleist to Nike clubs a few years ago, and that was generally down to the ball. So the ball makes a massive difference to them. Rory went from a Titleist Pro V1 to a Nike ball, and that's why he struggled for a couple of years there. Justin's not changed balls. Justin has changed clubs to Honma, which is a very unique Japanese make, trying to break into the European market, but he still stayed with his tailor-made TP5 golf ball, so that's why it didn't make that big a difference to Justin Rose. He's still got the same shafts that he had in his old tailor-made clubs. So yeah, brilliant. Justin Rose, he won by 4 shots, was awesome. He really was fantastic. And Torrey Pines, what a place, what a golf course. Beautiful views in San Diego. On the European Tour, Bryson DeChambeau, the mad scientist, won. He won convincingly over in Dubai as well. I think he won by 2 or 3 shots. He's a scientist because he does everything by numbers. He's a fascinating young lad, actually. And if you ever see an interview with him, he's very interesting to listen to as well. Slightly different take on things, but very, very interesting. Very much a mathematician. So yeah. Interestingly, a bit of a rules. I don't know what do you call. I don't know. Rules shambles. I don't know. But anyway, Hoi-Tung Lee, who finished 3rd. He got penalised for his caddy lining him up on the ball. So with the new rules, you're not allowed anybody to line you up when you're addressing the golf ball. He controversially, his caddy didn't really line him up, but he had begun the process of taking his stance, which apparently is against the rules now. So he got a 2-shot penalty. Very controversial because he didn't really look like he was taking his stance. The caddy had walked away before he actually put the putter behind the ball, and before he got his feet into the final place. But because he began to take his stance, that's why he was penalised 2 shots. But I'm not sure all those silly little rules are good for the game, and I thought the whole point of the new rules was to make all these silly rules a bit more understandable, but clearly that hasn't worked, so maybe one that needs readdressing. Still very strange to see all the pros putt with a flag in. Yeah, I can't say whether it is a help or a hindrance, to be honest. I don't think it makes that great a deal of difference. Certainly from long range, I've been leaving the flag in, but again, I think it's just down to personal preference. Bryson DeChambeau, interestingly, has been leaving the flag in a lot more than an awful lot for others, and he won this week, so it might be working for him, but maybe not for Justin Rose, who tends to take it out. So pays your money, take your choice. Right, okay, moving on. We'll now move on to shop news, and we've still got the January sales going on. It's still January, okay, 1st of February on Friday, but we're still in January. Still plenty of bargains to be had. Come in and take a look. Ping, as we said last week, last thing, have bought out their new iron, the G410. A very good looking iron, a lot smaller headed on the G400, but just as forgiving, certainly a lot less offset as well, which certainly suits my eye. They say, let's have a look at what they say about the technology. We took the game improvement technology and reshaped it, giving the model less offset, a shorter blade length while maintaining moment of inertia, to create the most forgiving iron on the market for its size. To generate power, face hinging and a larger flexing zone increase ball speeds for more distance and higher peak trajectories, so you're able to hit it and hold more greens. Feel and sound are improved with co-molded cavity badge that damps vibrations. What does that mean? I've got no idea, to be honest. But basically what it means is that I've created a forgiving golf club, okay, in a smaller head. They've got the weights in the heel and the toe, so they spread the weight across the face, so it's better for miss-hit shots. So rather than a big head, they've got a smaller head, but they've got the little screw there to spread the weight a little bit across the head. They've got the kind of a bit of spongy bits at the back there, which are the dampeners, so you don't get the kind of so much, you get a softer feeling shot. And also you've got the flexi zone as well. There's a bit of space between the face and the cavity to give it that little bit more spring effect. And actually they do work. They do hit the ball higher and a lot further. Whether they go much higher and much further than G400, probably roughly about the same, but it certainly is a better looking golf club than the G400 because it is that smaller, less offset head, in my eyes anyway. So let's have a hit one. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. So I've got a shaft in there. I've got my shaft in there, stiff shaft. Let's see if it goes well. Certainly struck it well. There we go. There we go. Typical Game Improvement Club. 167 yards through the air, 180 yards in total. Yeah, a good 10 yards longer than my iron. So yeah, again, good looking golf club, very forgiving, a lot higher than my trajectory as well. So if you're looking for a nice small club head, less offset, and you fancy a set of pings, but you still want that game improvement technology, then the G410 could be a good golf club for you. If you want a fitting, please come in. I've got all the fitting kit available, all the different shafts, all the different heads. Please come in and see me. I haven't got the woods in yet. They're due for release on the 7th of February. We've got a big launch pack coming in with those as well, and they should be hopefully here sometime next week. So it'd be interesting to try those out. Well, maybe try those out in next week's video newsletter. Okay, now we'll move on to Gorleston Golf Club results. So we'll go back to last Thursday's men's midweek Stableford. It was played on temporary greens because we had a very frosty morning, but the scoring was good. Interesting how the scoring is actually better on temporary greens than it is on main greens. I think it's because the golf course plays that bit shorter, and actually there's no trouble around where the hole is there, so there's no bunkers to contend with to go in or go over, and you can just play little bump and runs to the green. So actually scoring last Thursday, despite the very bouncy, bumpy temporary greens, scoring was much better. So maybe they kind of weigh it against each other almost, yeah? But anyway, so in Division 1, Kelvin Gillies won with 42 points. Well done, Kelvin, well played. Tony Wren came second with 41 points. Well played, you two. In Division 2, Ben Woolnough won with 44 points. Well done, Ben. John Hopwood came second with 41 points. And in Division 3, Richard Dixon won with 42 points, beating David Tungate with 41 points. Well done to you players. Again, lots of good scores going on. It was a non-qualifier, so it didn't affect your handicaps up or down because the golf course was too short, but you still won some prize vouchers which will be behind the bar. Right, okay, then Saturday, we had a nice day on Saturday. I actually managed to get outside with the juniors on Saturday, so that was quite nice, quite mild for this time of year. So we were back on main greens, and in the roll-up Stableford, Brendan Goff had a great 40 points. Well done, Brendan, that's superb golf, that is. He's now down to a 4 handicap, so well done, Brendan, that's brilliant. He beat Luke Marsden into second on 34 points, so Brendan won by 6 points, brilliant stuff. And Rob Allen in third on 34 points on countback. On Sunday we had another roll-up Stableford. Weather changed a lot on Sunday, a lot colder, a lot nastier, but we still had 7 people go out in the midweek the roll-up Stableford, where Kev Shaw won with 30 points. Well done, Kev, beating Jack Noakes into second on 29 points. Okay, so now on to up in fixtures. We must mention we've got the night golf coming up on Friday the 8th of February. We need a lot more names down for that to continue because we need a minimum of 32 players to make it worthwhile. So if you've not got your name down already, I think we've probably got about half that on the board at the moment. If you intend to play, please get your name down by this weekend. If not, we're going to have to cancel it and maybe postpone it till next year sort of thing. Yeah. So please, if you intend to play, get your names down because I need to tell the night golf company whether it's going to be worthwhile or not. So if you intend to play, please get your names down on the mixed notice board. The start times on there on the mixed notice board by the end of the weekend, please. Should be a great event. it's great fun. It's going to be £15 to enter, which includes food and prizes and all the use of the night golf equipment and golf balls. So it's a great price and it's a great bit of fun. If you've never done it before, it really is good fun. Something different. And I like different, so it'd be great. Yeah, so if you can play, please pop your names down ASAP. Right, okay, so coming up this week. So, snow permitting, we've got the men's midweek Stableford tomorrow. There's nothing on Friday, nothing on Saturday. Sunday we've got the men's monthly medal. Nothing on Monday, nothing on Tuesday. The ladies divisional Stableford on the Wednesday. Nothing on Thursday because the local alliance are away at Bungay, so there's no midweek Stableford on next Thursday on the 7th, and then night golf, as we've said already, on the Friday. Okay, so that's it for this week, and I hopefully, weather permitting, look forward to seeing you all over the weekend. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.